Okie dokie. So, I have another session with Bird tonight, and I wanted to get this whole single-player-ish stuff that probably isn't really compatible with that done as best I can. So, I now have every token on every level. Neat. Except that one, I guess. Shit. Wait, where do all those ones go? Maybe I should have done that. Maybe I'll do that one later. Can't be part of this puzzle. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, there are more. Yeah, if I had thought ahead of time, I might have not solved these puzzles, so you could just watch me solve a jigsaw puzzle. Is that fun? Maybe? They're very easy, overall. But anyway, these are clearly puzzles, because combination locks spawn under them when you put all the puzzle pieces in. I guess, to clarify, the collectible tokens, the little gold puzzle pieces you find throughout the levels, each one you get gives you another puzzle piece on these three portraits for the three worlds. So the 4 levels of each of the worlds each had 8 in them, and you get all 32 to complete each puzzle piece. And then put them all together. So now they all clearly have some kind of puzzle on them that somehow indicates how to get a combination. So this one's books. There are 6 books with different symbols. Okay, there's books. That seems pretty... Oh, wow. Pretty explicit. Okay, they just have numbers on the same spine. Should I go in the spirals pattern, probably? I think that was... I think that one was 5. Yeah. 4. Let's look for a flowery one. Suspicious. Okay, something's up with the flowery ones. Okay, there's more to this puzzle. That one was a gimme, but something's up here. Okay, so there's 2 flowers, and it says 12. That made me think maybe it's like doubled, so maybe it's 6. There's 3 here, and that's 18? Okay, so it's 6. We're just stacking them. Okay, so now based on that, the other ones might be adding to each other, because I saw a spine with 2 different ones on them. That's also a flowery one, but with like round petals. Not that one. Do I not see it anywhere? Oh, there it is. Combined with the first one. So it plus the first one is 13. So 13 minus 4 is 9. Alright, the cross of flower petals. Is that a crab one? This one is just V, so it's 5. Weird digital looking thingy. I remember seeing you, yeah. 6. And then that weird flower, the most kind of a generic looking one. Okay. 8 minus the last one. That's 2. That was 6. That might be a bad sign. I guess I just gotta check them all again, huh? So you're 4. Gotcha. And I remember you being 6. That was pretty foolproof. Third one is 9. That's you. 13 minus 4 is 9. Yep. The plus sign shaped one. Is just 5. Okay. The digital looking one. Wait, does that look different? There's an extra square. That one's missing a square. Is there another one? Just to establish the pattern? The fuck does that mean? Oh. That one has 4. That one is 16. And that one with 2 is 6. Is that 16? (10 plus 5 plus 1 is 16. What's the relationship between those? Because I'm like, if this one's 3, then my logic is that it must be the midpoint between 6 and 16. But isn't that like 12? 3 4s? But you can't have a, it can't be 12. They're 1 digit. So what is 3 worth? 3 lines and 3 squares. 4 lines and 4 squares. 3 lines and 2 squares. Does that matter? Or is it just are the lines just framing the squares? I don't know. Is one of them like upside down or some shit? No, they have V's, so the V's can only face one direction. It's not an upside down V, thankfully, in Roman numerals. 5 plus 1. Yeah, it's 1 on the right. It's a 6. I don't... Why are they 6 and 16? There's no relationship between those two numbers I can come up with. Besides, like, mirroring the image somehow adds 10 to it? Like, that's not a rule that adds up mathematically. The other one was really intuitive. It was just... It was this many 6s. That's 2 6s. That's 3 6s. Whoa. This one almost feels like a mistake. I'm gonna ignore this one and see this. So that's a 2 pip and it's a 6. This is a 3 pip, so maybe it's a 9? What was the last one's rule again? Oh, is that just a 3? Oh, I did math for you earlier and you're just... It just says you're a 3 right there. Oh. What? It was 9. Why are you 16 then? Is that a mistake? How did... Let me know in the comments. I want to hear your solutions for how that is 16. And what the fuck that rule could possibly be. Okay, I got a key. I don't remember keyhole... Oh, never mind. That's kind of overt. What are the left side made of? Okay. Do, like, DLC ones go there, maybe? It's fun that the DLCs have one. I'll have to go collect the collectibles for that one real quick. Okay, H, C, F, H, A, F, D, H. What? Okay, first of all, there are 6 combination slots, but there are 8 fingers, 3 yellow pawns, and 5 black pawns. So what is the logic of that one? Each hand has 1 finger with no thread on it. Not the same finger, interestingly. What the hell's that? Why is there a red spot? Wait, what the? You don't have that. There's an insertable thing of some sort. Do I have to know chess for this? Let's see. Chess lettering. Oh, no, I don't want chess square names. That's better. They're not named like that either. So it's not a letter and number grid for the chessboard. This is called Rook 1. That's Rook 2. That's Rook 3. That's Rook 4. That's Rook 5. And the diagram I have shows both colors, so I guess it's inverted based on which perspective you're looking at or something. So I don't know how you tell. Is it always just from the player's perspective? So when somebody says what they are moving, they're reporting it from their perspective, and you just have to translate that from their board. That makes sense. Okay, that's how you do chess by mail, I guess. You just say like queen to bishop 4 or whatever, and then they just move the queen to the place 4 spaces in front of or 3 spaces in front of the bishop starting spot, which is not a valid move for your starter, but yeah, okay. Needed a refresher on that. People always say stuff like that out loud, so I should have remembered that. But I vaguely was like, is there a letter number grid going on? Okay, so I don't think that's what's going on. So instead, I think I need to figure out a more escape roomy grid answer. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's how many rows are in a thing. That's interesting. H, C, F, H, A, F, D, H. Those are not the letters that represent chess pieces. Queen, bishop, knight, and so on. Horsey. What is the logic here? Will it spell something somehow? There's 2 H's. There's 3 H's, so this is weird. Unless you're adding up the H's into one slot. My thing is that is not the first 8 letters of the alphabet in order. There's 2 F's also. So A, but no B. C, D, no E. 2 F's. G, no G. H, 3 H's. C, D, E, F, G, H. It is the first 8 letters of the alphabet, kind of. Except 3 of them repeat, and then 2 of them also repeat. I think those are both, yeah, they're serifed, so you'd be able to tell if they were an E, because they definitely have a big triangle on the bottom to do the bottom serif. The lip or whatever, they're... I guess serifing isn't necessarily the accurate way of describing that kind of E. But yeah, you know what I mean, like it's heavy. You'd know if the bottom was an E and not an F. So maybe that helps justify how there are, like, fewer letters somehow? Who is messaging me? Go away. I don't need this. Okay. So... I can try to just put them in the positions. that match that on some level. I guess because it's the first 8 letters. I was thinking about how it's the first 8 letters and you could combine them. Like the repeats mean you might be able to get a similar number of digits to what's down here. Because like the 3-peat and the 2-peat mean that there's like 5 and there's like 5 to the right of the red. But I guess it's also the number of slots in a thing, in a chessboard. Okay. You can cheat. That's good to know. But how do I get rid of how there's just too many pieces? Let's see. It's like the white side should just have a rook, a knight, and is it a queen? Yeah, it's the king, so that's the queen. So rook, knight, queen is white team. So can I use the black queen to just like kill them all? Hopefully I didn't misremember which ones I'm trying to do. It's a little finicky. Okay, so that's not how chess works at all, but it's fine. It's definitely making it faster for me. I thought I might have to, like, do this via chess moves. I'm like, oh, fucking god. Okay. This immediately seems more ambitious than the previous puzzle. Rook, knight, queen. Rook, knight, queen. Okay, that's good. So let's simplify this because I don't get too confused. So first, I need 2 pawns, and that's it. So let's reduce the enemy team to 2 pawns. And I'm just gonna deal with remembering that first. And then I'll remember what I have to do next separately, so I don't remember midway through on which exact 5 things to keep alive. That's a bishop, a knight, and a king. So, bishop, knight. So those 3. Bishop, knight. Oh, that's a queen. Hard to see a little bit from here. Bishop, knight, king, pawn, pawn. Bishop, knight, king, pawn, pawn. Okay. A, B, C, D, E, F, H. I'm gonna assume that they don't expect us to understand. Yeah, this is actually a little bit amusing. I could probably do this in Photoshop faster. By which I mean GIMP, because I don't use Photoshop. But let's do it their way for immersion purposes. So on row, let's call it row A. I need to put the knight on the 3rd row down. Not the knight, the rook. Let's put these guys all the way down here, just to try to keep track of, keep the space clear. Cause yeah, I was trying to take them all off the board at first because I'm like, please let me be able to see. Okay, so there's A. There's no B. C. I'll just put the white queen all the way at the bottom. Immediately damaging my strategy of how I want to lay these things out. D. Ah, the 3 white ones are together first. Then in the 4th row, put it in the 3rd down. They both in the same row? Height? Yeah, they are. Okay. Alright. A, C, D, E. There's 2 E's. A black pawn 2 down. And a black pawn... No. Also, that's F. A king on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Six. Okay. E, F, G, and then H. H is the last one. Bishop goes on the top. The knight goes in the 4th row. And the pawn goes on the 2nd to bottom. Okay. Give me a second. I will make it possible for us to see this. Oh wait, actually, can I... Let's see, let's go to... Ah, damn it. I hate that Alt tab sometimes just opens up a bunch of other shit you don't mean to open. Like, no, don't open that one. F12? Can I draw in this? Oh, I can't draw on it, can we? No, I think I'm going to have to use... Okay, we'll Gimp's open anyway. Oop. We'll be fine. Oh, I also wasn't display capturing correctly. It's fine. Okay, so I'm in here now. Let's draw on our thingies. I think the color coding is pretty clear that they want us to do something with these. Is that 73? What's the backwards 3 though? Let me see real quick. Does this make more sense if I flip that around the other way? Because that's 3. Well, that's not ideal. Well, it feels like a 37 or a 73. I think one of these might be upside down, and that maybe I was supposed to do it from the perspective of what side that board's pieces were on. That does raise the question of how the fuck you get this number for it, though. So we have 8 digits, 8 chess pieces, 5 and 3 of each color, 6 digits, and my answer seems to spell out a 2-digit number. It's unhelpful. These books come out, by the way? No. I don't think it's going to come down to like the number of sides of the shape or like this being a triangle or anything like that. I think it's very escape roomy to have it spell 73 or 37. But I don't understand the next logical leap of how that turns into this. Okay, well that's a little suspicious. Oh Jesus, it's been a while. That's the square root symbol, right? Albus ex ater. Alright. Albus meaning. Albus means white? Okay. Ater meaning. Ater means black. So white times black. The square root of white times black. Okay, so 3 times 7 equals 21. Square root of 21 should not be an even number, but that's probably good. The square root of 21 is 4.582575694996. Okay, oh, that's why there's a fuck. Oh. That's why there's a weird fucking dot here. It makes sense now. 4, 5, 8, 2, 5. Aha! Wasn't ready for that. I just wanted to be already set. Hi. Okay. The fucking signature. It took way too long to look at that. I'm editing the fuck out of that. Jesus Christ. I just didn't do anything for like 10 minutes. Alright. You. Needing to know what Albus means is a little wild. Okay. Phone, vase, couch, that thing. Where's the phone? What's that? There's a weird sigil there, but I don't think the phonograph is even one of the things. There's a phone. Oh yeah. Okay. Suspicious. I clicked on it and gave me an achievement for inviting a friend, which I did not actually do, but... Oh. Oh, I'm in solo mode, so that thing doesn't even work right now. There's one there. Where's the vase? That one? Am I looking for those things specifically? Is it a different vase? Did they look different from each other? Maybe I just have to check all of them? Oh, there it is. Wow. Okay, I can move it at least. The sigil goes around it. That's annoying. Okay. Couch. One of you had... Oh, yeah. Then we have this table. Yerp. Okay. I'll take a bit more use of image editing software, but we can probably get there. Okay. Hide this stuff. We don't need it anymore. Oh, I can't paste on... I can't color an empty layer. There we go. Just screenshot this. And we have an order, right? Yeah, so that's the bottom one. Got it. So next is the thingy. It looked like calculator numbers, is I think where we're going with this. Do I have a cylindrical warp in this thing? Not so directly. I could definitely warp this the way I want to if I was using Procreate right now, the program I use for drawing on iPad. Next is the vase. This one's gonna suck. We just straight up can't see the whole thing at once. And I also can't sit in a comfortable position or photographing it. Okay, well, it definitely could have zoomed in for a better photo than that. Do. So I did right up to that bit, so let's try to get the rest of it. That's roughly how much I can see. Print screen. Okay, so I'll connect to those. And just kind of have to hope that this will make sense. Okay. And the phone, which was in the lobby. Keep desperately trying to get to a height where I can easily photograph each element. Yeah, we can align this one a little better, since it's so tilted. I want to cut that much off. Okay. This hurts to look at, but we just gotta believe. Okay, so what's a color that the background's a little green, I mean a little red, so let's try using bright green. That should be pretty visible. And this definitely still looks like calculator numbers. That looks like a 5. Unless that's part of it. That's weird. Because that part's connected, this part's not connected. Like, there's no connection here. So these things don't really connect with what's going on up here. Like, this seems like garbage data, whereas this looks like a 2. They're not really lined up horizontally, unfortunately, because how the fuck? This looks like a 6. This looks like a 3. This looks like 5. Oh, and this is a... That's... Oh, that's a 7. That's under that part. It's because it's so warped. So all of them actually were doing something. I did this part wrong. I just spotted that. Doesn't change the answer. But the rest of it's up there. Yeah, okay. So every part of it did matter. It's that I thought that visually this looks like it lines up with that, but obviously like everything's fucked up and warped. 5, 3, 6, 2, 7, 5. Five, 3, 6, 2, 7, 5. Da, 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 da. Oh yeah, I said I was going to explain how I could do this much more easily. Let's photograph. Screenshot from the bottom based on the frame. Delete this all together. Paste this as a new layer. We'll use this tool to make the frame match the shape of the screenshot. There we go. this part should be pretty straightforward. Oops. Let's move to A. This one has to move to C. D. E. There's no E, so F. This one's actually already in F. Those are all the F's. It's E, F, G, so H. Whoa, that was a... I don't know how I managed to select that big. Ta-da! The 3 and the 7 are right there. So that is the faster way of doing it, I realized midway through. But I was like, I'll play this out for funsies. Oh my god, is my freaking... Ah! Gimp, you're freaking out on me. What? Gimp, why are you so big? Wait. Ah! My image editing software has escaped the confines of my windows. Okay, it's fine. Just come back over to the... Did Windows break? Windows arrow as a trick of changing what fucking screen something's on? Why does everything on Windows break all the time? This sucks. Okay. I can't so it's in full screen mode and I was like, oh, why is it in full screen mode? Let's fix that. Because I can't see the top bar. If I unfull screen it, it freaks out and goes to the wrong monitor and is like 700 times the size of my monitor. But weirdly, I can move it around from window to window while it's in full screen mode, which isn't my understanding of how full screen mode works either. I don't know. Windows is so annoying. The new Windows is just worse. And everyone's kind of stuck on it now. Alright. Now what? I got 3 keys. I could do this. That doesn't seem like it's going to answer my question, though. But I might do that now anyway, just for the sake of getting the puzzle filled in real quick. Why not? I won't make you watch me getting the tokens. Someone would probably like it, but it's just me using a guide. I just look up a guide online and I'm like, where the fuck are the tokens we missed? And I just go click on them all. That's the process. Okie dokie. Let's actually get to solve a little puzzle. Yay. Alright, so I got 8 of these. So this goes somewhere on the right. That goes somewhere on the right. I might go lower because it's a darker color. Okay, I'm finding all the ones on the right. These connect to each other, but I don't know where they go yet. It goes on the bottom. This is more than 8 pieces. Interesting. So I've unlocked more pieces than normal, it seems. Which makes the screen real estate a bit of a struggle right now. And unlike real-life puzzles, usually, we don't really know what the puzzle looks like. We're kind of just implying what it looks like when it comes together. I do think I'm right about it being dark down here, based on that other stuff. So this light one's probably pretty much up here. There is one trick I can show, which is that if you... There you go. If you just keep moving it around, it will stick when you put it in the right spot. This one probably goes right here then. Yep, so these are fitting in here. Does that connect to there? That does. Okay, so these all connect to here. That goes here? The right side being flat is false? Interesting. A little rude. Okay, that's the bottom right corner. That fits in there. Those fit together. It's clearly part of her face. There's some other guy over here. He'll be like... Yeah, and he's like he's always in like the slight background compared to her in the branding. This is helpful to me specifically because I've made a bunch of thumbnails for this series, so I've been a bit familiar with how their faces, like how the stuff tends to be laid out. Someone's holding a book. That's the top of his head. Wearing a little elf hat. This is someone's arm. I think it's hers. That fits in there. There's a book right here. He's probably holding the book. Top right corner. Oh, the moon is the main clue there. It's the curvature of the moon. Gives you a clear spot of where that one goes. This goes in the middle, I think. Yep. Other side of the book. Some reindeer. Where the hell does this one go? This goes here. This is the side of her body. That's where that one goes. The droopy one goes here. That's another border, and that's her face. It's interesting to have finished her face last. That's often like the first things you get to. Ta-da! That's it. So that's what it looks like when I do one of those, I guess. I did 3 more of those. Let me know if you wanted me to do a weekly jigsaw puzzle series. This is most popular thing on the channel. Love jigsaws. I don't think about jigsaws ever. They're fine. Little meditative experience. I don't think it's very screen ready most of the time. Just a chill thing mostly. I reflexively was like, uh-oh, when Ka had us do a jigsaw puzzle during season 1 of Cape Escape. I'm like, that's fun that you were able to execute that idea. But it's a strange thing to watch and especially listen to people do in the middle of a tabletop series. So I was like, not the reflex I would have had. Okay, so don't know what's up with those. I'm tempted to Google it because I have no context for what those 3 even are. And it's kind of unsatisfying to just stop right now. Is it hidden somewhere in this room? Like, is there... I need like a hint. This is the friend invite system, so I don't really have a hint system. And so far things have been pretty telegraphed. I did all the bonus challenges, got a key. I did these obviously telegraphed bonus challenges, got 3 keys. So there's 3 more. To me that indicates that they're somehow incorporated into these 3 worlds again. But what? I have no idea. I have no idea what it even could be. The text around the door roughly translates to high above, from deep caves to ancient worlds, the morning stars light your way. Look at it and we'll reveal the way. Each pack has 1 hidden red star in one of the levels. They are incredibly small and easy to miss. Stare at them for a while to be reported with a key to the lobby. It's like there's just like the Sweet Dreams level in Dracula's castle. Just continue. I always use the continue feature, which unfortunately usually throws you into the escape screen. Then you have to do this to leave. But it does mean that everything's like pre-solved. That wasn't this level? Is it out here? That's a red star, so I put my cursor on it. I have to aim at it better. Do I click? How long do you stare at it? Do I zoom in on it? That might be how it works. I'm feeling a little pranked right now. Oh, do I use this? Oh, do all the levels in question have a monocular? I could use a more specific unit than for a while. After staring at the red star for a while, a message will pop up. Oh, there it is. Clavis stella orientis detecta in vestibule. Okay. This is nonsense. This is not gonna be a puzzle. Even with the clue, like how the fuck? Okay. Sure. What the fuck? The star and the lost star. So it's into the unknown. Into the unknown. I hate this level. I liked it when I was playing it the first time. It does get more and more annoying when I have to go back for collectibles because any levels that change over time are very frustrating to interact with. And this level's particularly rude because this thing likes to bug out. Okay, so is the idea that you can see it in the stars specifically through here? Okay, there it is. That's a red star. It just takes some time, little girl, you're in the middle of the ride. Everything will be just fine. Everything will be alright. I don't know if zooming is good or bad. Okay, okay. Whoa! Whoa. They made me auto-stop using it and threw it into the garbage. I guess we're okay, though. That made me nervous. Okay. The last one is in the hideout. So, fun struggle with getting the puzzle pieces. First of all, there was one cool one. I did do the puzzle pieces for the Christmas one, and there was a cute thing where one of the puzzle pieces was inside the, it was inside the phone. Wait, that's not where you see the sky at the beginning. Where do you see the sky? Is it through there? This might have been it. There it is. Okay, that star is clearly just floating. That one is clearly floating at the top of that ridge, and it's not in the sky. Well, that's really weird. But they had a cute puzzle, which is that you were supposed. I don't know how you're supposed to interpret this, but if you type token into the phone in the Christmas level, a little tray comes out of the phone with a token in it, one of the puzzle tokens. But you can't type token by just typing. You can't do it the way that you actually dialed phones back then, which is weird. Like when people like dial down the center, CALLATT, like you just pressed those numbers. It was like there was like some freedom in being able to spell things because there was like 3 or 4 letters on each number, and you could type and like that one letter could represent any of those letters. That one number could represent any of those letters, so you could like mix and match and kind of come up with something that spells. No, it was the logic was instead based on texting. The old school of texting, where you had to press like 1 once for A, 1 twice for B, and 1 3 times for C. I had one of these phones. I'm old enough to remember texting where you had to mash individual numbers several times to type anything, and so you ended up abbreviating everything because it was such a pain in the ass to type even a single word. So it was based on that, even though it was a home phone, which didn't make any sense because I don't think you ever sent messages via text like that. Maybe you did, but like the home phone association with that stuff is people having a phone number that spells something, and that's not the same logic as the one where you press the number over and over again to spell different letters on the same number. But it was cute. What did suck is this fucking level. The tavern. The tavern is a super interlocked level with a bunch of stuff that you have to solve as you go. And the puzzle piece is inside one of the glass jars. And as far as I can tell, when I threw it on the ground to find where the one leftover puzzle piece was, it fell through the floor. So a bit of a struggle putting puzzle pieces in physics objects. So I had to just start the whole level over again and play it again from scratch. And in fact, I did that a couple of times, trying to get this freaking puzzle piece. Specifically, I think we misplaced that jar by fucking around when we played it for legit. So I replayed it once to unlock the part behind the bar again, because the door is locked by default. And then when I threw the jar on the floor, the piece that had the puzzle piece on it seemingly fell through the floor. And then I got to play it a third time to then finally carefully extract it. Specifically, I feel like it got stuck under the carpet. There's like a rug under that shelf. And so the final time I went out and specifically broke it on flat hardwood floor to be like, we're not doing this again, damn it. Alright, so here's these nonsense keys for stars. I got a door. I got a book. It opened a door. Hello. So the star keys and the puzzle keys. Oh, I can't open it. It's a key book. There must be a slot missing. This one? Oh. You're about to enter the darkest of puzzles. It requires vast knowledge that can only be obtained outside Escape Simulator. Are you ready? Ooh. Vast knowledge? That's scary. But you have to, like, know stuff in life? This seems like maybe... I should see if this is still here when I'm playing with Bird. Because it seems like something I should do with another person, probably. I think we might have wrapped back around after all this single-player-y stuff that wasn't very cooperative to something that actually is probably more fun to do with one or more other people that need to figure out, like, riddles or something. And then this is like a clock. Does it count up to see how long, say how long you took? Funny. How is there this much hidden stuff? That's wild that they put so much hidden stuff in the lobby, but I guess it is an escape simulator. I'm happy. Oh, that's clipping through that. I'm happy to know that they made a lobby for a reason, because there wasn't a lobby in the first game, which means there was no like main escape room. Now the hub itself is a puzzle escape room with its own secrets and reveals. That's interesting. Okay. I'm gonna hang out until Bird's ready in a few hours and see if this is still here in multiplayer and see if he wants to do that then. That sounds like a good idea.
What the hell? Oh, they got some braid shit going on over here. That's kind of neat.
So you solve each puzzle, but that's not enough. Each puzzle is then a riddle. Each of these spots where there's a key was a combination lock, and I had to decode the riddle from those. So like for these ones, I had to find these books on the bookshelves and figure out what their numbers were and how to solve. And some of them aren't just straightforward. You found well, you found what I was working up to. Anyway, when I solved all 3 puzzles and got all 7 keys, it gave me a red book, which went into that door. And so this opens now. And okay. I saw the message it gave me when I clicked on this portal. You are about to enter the darkest of puzzles. It requires vast knowledge that can only be obtained outside Escape Simulator. Are you ready? And I was like, I'm gonna wait 2 hours for Bird to get here.
Yeah, good call. All right. We're going in.
Don't know what the fuck this is gonna be like. Oh my god.
Okay.
This is kind of wild.
Principal ass looking people.
This is kind of wild for a secret. Jesus Christ. What'd you find?
Yeah.
Oh, you picked up a statue.
Just statues.
Oh, I can carry my man. Okay. Oh, you can stack the mans. That guy looks like he looks like he's taking a dump on him.
Yeah, exciting stuff, isn't it?
I turn this game down a little bit.
Yeah, this is a little bit on the louder side now. There we go.
Yeah. Okay. No fucking clue what this is, but Jesus, because I didn't click on it. Okay, so there's a bunch of spots around here, so I guess these are where the men go? Do they lock onto these slots?
Yeah.
Not exactly, but yeah.
And then over here we have a thing that says full hook ads.
Oh my god. A cipher? Cooley Cooley?
I guess so.
FCL, the furry image board?
Uh-huh. That's correct.
There's some weird
nailed it.
Drawings and rings up there. Was it VCL? It was VCL, wasn't it? I got that wrong.
You know, for the darkest puzzle, this room is pretty light. What the heck, game designer?
Oh no, are we fucked?
What's the problem?
Because what is this?
Oh yeah, no, I have no fucking clue. But I'm not panicking yet. I mean, like, are these people in letter shape? Like, are their poses letters?
There's a bunch of circles on the floor, but they don't seem to correlate with the positioning of the ones on the murals.
But this guy's a Y.
Oh my god. A ship.
This guy's a...
Well, that's like illegible. But maybe, actually it might be readable.
I.
Half readable. That could be an X or a V. That could be a B or a D. Yeah. God, are they shaped like letters?
I'm on the right track.
It would be pretty funny if they were all shaped like letters, but I don't know if that's the case.
But, well, I don't know if they're all shaped like letters, but a decent number of them are.
Ass pointing at that guy. I guess over that point at that guy. Go up this. Oh, there's a spot up here too.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe the one. Oh, maybe when you include the ones that are up top, they do match up with the mural. Or at least this one kind of looks like it does. Then the murals almost look like I connect the dots. Like as if you're supposed to finish the illustration by connecting the circles or something.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Does the prop help indicate where somebody should be?
I think they might need to all be indicating at certain directions or something like that. I'm not too sure.
Is there like a specific windowy guy?
I feel like there's something. We're definitely on the right track. I'm just trying to figure out what we're missing exactly.
No.
Well, not that.
He didn't like that.
I mean, somebody out there probably liked that.
I kind of expected, like, riddles or something. Like, this requires extensive outside knowledge of from the game. I'm like, okay. Knowledge of what, though? Can I get, like, a starting point?
Currently, I'm not applying no knowledge from outside the game. And I do have some, contrary to the dumbass that I play on the internet.
Let's see. I'm gonna find one of the ones that has writing that has 0 parts scratched out, which there might not be any of, actually.
I kind of like the vibe of this room, but also because I think this is just the Talos principle.
Uh-huh. Is there a single one that doesn't have
I like the vibe of the Talos principle.
Oh. I think they all have writing scratched out.
Yeah.
I was gonna, like, put the only non-damaged one into, like, a... Like, Google if there's, like, a rotational cipher solver website, and then just press the arrow over and over again. I assume that there must be to, like, rotate all the ciphers. Let's see.
I mean, we could still do that with one that looks like it's the most good, right?
Yeah, this one's got a lot of letters.
That's probably the outside knowledge it's referring to. Honestly.
Yeah. What's a good website for this? Let's see. UVARFFEJ. Oops. UVARFEJ. ZJ MVKZM. This is like a fucking Internet 1.0 website, so it's probably not my best first attempt to go to. So at least copy paste that into like Notepad so I can keep a hold of it. Ah. Okay, so the crypt.
I'm sure D.
It kind of gives me like a million options, so I think I will just scroll and see if any of them look like words.
Oh, you want decode.french?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want decode.french.
Me too.
Bring decode.french over to the main window.
PQV maze.
Welcome to decode.french, everybody. None of those look like words.
Yeah, that didn't help none.
Bajoons.
I mean,
Data. Delta. No.
I mean, we also just immediately leap to the idea of the Caesar cipher. There could be other ciphers,
yeah, it's just, I don't know what else to even start with besides that.
A Vernier cipher, maybe?
I'm immediately second-guessing doing this because I'm like, I don't know if I have the knowledge of what to even grasp at trying to do.
Yeah, me neither.
It's a lower context puzzle than I expected.
And none of these look like they're different languages. That was the other thing I was trying to think through.
No, they just look like a mess.
Like, if it's like something I need to translate.
Yeah, I might poke at this later, but I don't think we're gonna do anything here.
Probably not.